Hej world, jag heter Zack the Demon Lord. Hey world, this is Zack the Demon Lord and you get another YouTube video. You know what it is, this is 4 for 4 of the Vildhjarta lyrics, sort of, that we're doing today. Got my risque shirt on. We'll see how a band gets, or if it does or doesn't. But yeah, I'll just maybe keep my hands right here, because this is the riskiest part. But yeah. Okay, lyrics. Today we'll be going over the song called Detta Drömmars Sköte and Slöja till Ormars Näste. I know that is a mouthful. I promise those lyrics, the title of the song is actually some of the lyrics, so unlike the last video, we will actually be going through those in the lyrics section, not right now. But yeah, whatever the case is, Detta Drömmars Sköte and Slöja till Ormars Näste sounds like good stuff, ain't it? Actually, if I remember how that song goes, you're not gonna hear much. The beginning doesn't sound like much. At least I don't remembering it sounding like much. It doesn't sound like much until it starts getting into the lyrics. So yeah, definitely this is a must listen to. I do think this song, they're all really good songs, but I think this song, once it starts getting into the lyrics, it has a very good beat and a very good, I just like it. It just flows very well. It's like, ooh, spicy. Anyways, random commentary aside, let's get into it. So, to start off, we have Från min ensliga hålla blickar jag ut. From my lonesome lair gazes I out. So like, I gaze out from my lonesome lair. Is what that would be. So this guy has some sort of lair, or den or whatever, and he's gazing out from it in his lonesomeness. Next line. Över den plats som en gång var vår. Over the place that a time once, or sorry, that a time was ours. Sorry, I'm trying to connect the dots. So we'll connect out the last line for it to make the most optimal sense. So like, I gaze out from my lonesome lair over the place that once was ours. Yeah, that's what makes the most sense. So whatever this place he's gazing at, it used to be theirs, but you know, maybe it's not anymore. Anyways, next time we got I lyktornas sken anar jag liv. In the lantern's light senses I life. So it'd be like, I sense life in the lantern's light, which that's kind of a cool line. And then the next time we got det liv vi aldrig kommer få. The life we never came to have or to get. So yeah, få or får means to like receive or to get or to have, but like at a receiving end. You don't just have something. Like, that's like have as of, like, yeah, just you receive something. Yeah. So, whatever this life he senses maybe in this light is something they were never able to have. So yeah. And then, the lyrics that are about the song title. So, first line, and it's split into two parts. Detta Drömmars Sköte, which would be like, these dreams' womb, or like, basically like the womb of these dreams. So yeah, if you don't, Heavy metal music likes to use the word womb a lot. I think there might be some people that, unless, yeah, you might not be too sure what a womb is, maybe. I don't know. I know that it took me some time to realize what a womb is, outside of a lyric. So, a womb, for context, using a human context, a womb is like the part of the. It's a certain space of the female organ. We'll just say that. That is where, when man juice is in there, that's where like all the female's eggs are, and so that's also the birthplace of babies. So to connect that with this lyric is, it's saying like basically the womb of these dreams. So like the birthplace of these dreams, the place that these dreams come out of. So yeah, hopefully, whew, this is one spicy video. We got spicy shirt and we got some spicy lyrics that, whew, hopefully, yeah, YouTube doesn't have problems with. Anyways, and then the next line is, En Slöja till Ormars Näste, a veil to the viper's nest. So maybe whatever this womb of dreams is, it is a veil to the viper's nest. Once you pass this birthplace, you're going from complete darkness and you're entering the light. And in the light, you find a viper's nest. Which is obviously bad because vipers are known to bite, and envenomate. So basically, it's like the saying, what is it like? Something like out of the pot into the frying pan or something. I forget what the saying is. Like you're going from a decent, you're going from pure innocence of, whew, don't know what's going on, and then you get into there, it's like, oh, I know what's going on. Oh, I'm doomed. That sort of thing. Anyways, I think you get the idea. And then we get a repeat line. I lyktornas sken anar jag liv. In the lantern's light, sense I life, or I sense life in the lantern's light. And the next line, Men det kommer vi aldrig att nå. But to there comes we never to reach. Which would be like, but we never come to reach there. Whatever this place is, no matter how much you try to grasp it with your hands, no matter how far you reach out your hands, no matter what you do, you never get there. You never succeed. So whatever this dreamy, faraway place is that seems so lifelike, it is not within grasp. And then some more copy lines. Detta Drömmars Sköte, and Slöja till Ormars Näste, which we went over. These dreams is womb, the womb of these dreams. A veil to the viper's nest. And then next line. Den digra dagen. The faithful, the day, is what that would kind of translate to, which would be like the day of fate, the fateful day, the day that you've been waiting, or whatever. Då vi slet från varandra, then we are torn from each other. Which, yeah, is not great. So whatever this fateful day, this day that was being awaited for, it's a day when they were torn from each other. This dude and whoever, they were torn from each other. Oh, jag blev fängslad. Sorry. Sometimes I have Swedish dyslexia. Not just kidding. I don't have dyslexia. It's just sometimes the words are. Och jag blev fängslad här. And I became imprisoned here. So then, or then as in at that time, we are torn or were torn from each other, and I became imprisoned here. You went from being together to being split apart, and this guy, he ends up in some sort of imprisoned situation. He's in jail of some sorts. Prison of some sorts. Next line. Med minnen utav dig, which had this sort of lyric before in the past for you, with memories out of you, or memories of you. So, he was torn from this person, and then he was imprisoned, and he has memories of you. So, he's not doing too hot. Next line. Jag har länge lockats av tanken. I have long been enticed of the thought. Which makes kind of sense. It'd be like I've been long enticed by the thought, maybe. Next line. På att fly och lämnar allt. On to flee and leave all, which is what that will kind of literally mean. But like it'd be connected with the other one, it'd be like, I have long been enticed by the thought of fleeing and leaving all, or like everything. So yeah, like so yeah, it'd be like of fleeing and leaving everything is maybe how I translate that when connected with the past line. And then the next line is men rädslorna har hållit mig kvar, but the fears have held me still, or held me remaining. So yeah, so it'd be like, maybe you could retranslate this as, but the fears have kept me back. Or just leave it at the held me. Because, as I've gone over, the kvar is just, it's a unique word that, when translated into English, it has meaning because it means still, remaining, but when you translate it in a sentence, you can often leave it out because it's just there to give the extra idea that something is still in a state, or it's remaining in a state. Something we don't do often in English. Anyways. So I'd be like, but the fears have held me, or but the fears have kept me back, or something. Next line. Av dem förblir jag fängslad. Of them remains I imprisoned. Or what it would also be is, by them I remain imprisoned. So whatever these fears are, they are what's keeping him imprisoned. Next line. Natten sänker sig sakta. The night descends it slowly. So again, this is one of those ones where it is a reflexive verb. We don't really, so rise, yeah, we can do that. We have two different, like intransitive and transitive. But in this case, there's not an easy way to describe this. So like what it would be like is the night, so kind of like with when you raise something, you're pulling it up. We don't really have this, but it's like maybe we could retranslate it, because descend is something that it does it itself. What we could think of as like the night lowers itself slowly, but whatever the case is, we could also just translate this in the correct English, which would be the night descends slowly, or the night falls slowly. But yeah. Next line. Och målar landet med sin mörka skrud, and paints the land with its dark scowl. Which, that's a lyric. So, the night, it's falling slowly, and as it falls, It's painting the land with its dark scowl. To those that don't know what a scowl is, which it's hard to describe, a scowl is like, whew, the most easy way to think of it is like a mean eye, but or like a mean face. But one second, I will find a good definition for you. So here it says like frown in an angry or bad-tempered way, or an angry or bad-tempered expression. So with a dark, angry face is yeah. So whatever the case is, the moon or whatever the night is making the land is painting the land with his dark, mean face, essentially. So everything's going dark. And then we got in the next line, Mina öron nås av okända skrik. My ears are reached of unknown screams. So like my ears are reached by unknown screams. Or basically what we would say in English, instead of going around the bush, we would say like, I hear unknown screams, which that's kind of dark. And then the next line, I think these were in the last song. Yeah, they were. Hånande röster, mocking noises, filled of hate, or by hate, with hate, whatever. And that's the last lines. So yeah, this is definitely a good song. Interesting lyrics. I recommend 10 out of 10. Well, all the songs are 10 out of 10. The whole album. Just listen to the whole album. You'll go to heaven. Or wherever. Anyways, yeah, that was Detta Drömmars Sköte, Slöja till Ormars Näste. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. Please subscribe and share with friends and family that are interested in this sort of content. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Until then, hello.